didn't wash for 2 weeks or not. I just thought you should never wash. But I did not wash my hair, my body for about 2 weeks. I took LSD every day. Oh, Ted didn't take LSD, he took speed. Oh, I'm getting in trouble again. Okay, we'll start over. Cancel that. If you feel like putting it in because he came over to our house once and he was in trouble. So, when I first got here, I was told, prep for it. LSD every day. Get into LSD consciousness. For those of you, most of you out there have not taken LSD, trust me, it is a different world. It's a different world of comprehension. Dangerous for some of you because you're so brainwashed by Americana that you will probably have a bad trip. But for those of us that have done it hundreds of times, it's really a beautiful experience. And so I got into the LSD every day. And the day of it, get as high as you can. And I had a special t-shirt made that said, set of drums, and me playing drums on them, cartoon caricature, big old drumsticks smashing the drums. And on the back, it said, kick out the jams, motherfuckers, day glow. And then I had on pink velveteen pants, the crotch torn out, no underwear, and a safety pin holding my family jewels. This is how I went in. And then I went in 2 hours late. So the first thing I do is I run into the guy, the sergeant, the drill instructor, that, where you at, boy? Where you been? Supposed to be here at 7 o'clock, take the test. Black. I said, 7? I thought it was 9. I said, I got my paper here somewhere. And I started fumbling in the pockets. And I started fumbling. I can't seem to find the paper. He says, come with me. They made me take a test, right? An intelligence test. All the guys that have been in the draft know about this. Well, what I did is I drew swastikas on it. Hangman, played hangman. Answered the first 3 questions wrong. And I was given an hour for the test. And he picked up his test and he almost ready to blow up. Takes me into a little room, pulls out a folder, slaps in the list. It says here you have almost 14 years of education, including a year and a half at Wayne State University. How come you can't answer any of these questions? I said, because, basically because I fucking hate you. There's a badass black dude right across from me. Where's the line? I don't know. But I'm on LSD right now, and I can see in your eyes where you're at. Every one of them I met. So he didn't hit me with his billy club. I hate the fucking army. I'm not going to Vietnam, and I'm not high. But just fuck you, basically. Whoa. He takes me try him one more time to take me to the hearing center. No, they take me to where everybody takes their pants off and their underwear off, and they check you for hernia. I went there and they were all in their underwear, and I took all my clothes off because I had no underwear. So I'm the only guy who was standing there, buck naked. So that made that guy scratch his head, pulled me out of that line. Then I went to the hearing station. And when I walked in, because of the way I looked, beard, my hair all, the guys that were going to be cannon fodder were all laughing at me. They were all laughing. Look at that fucking dippy, look at that dippy, look at that asshole. They were laughing at me. Okay, remember that. So I go to the hearing station, and the idea there is they put a tone in your ear, and they raise the pitch of the tone, and they lower it. And they raise it lower until you can't hear it anymore. When you don't hear it, push the button. So I just listen to the tone and stop. I just keep listening to the tone. And totally ignore the tone of my ear. Press the button a few times. Beep, 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 beep. This thing doesn't work. Beep, beep. Just totally. It's all about a mind scramble. And I'm winning. They had it. The guy came up to me and he says, get him to the shrink. Got to the shrink. I did it in an hour and 10 minutes. New record. And I'm high enough to hash and Jack Daniels. Go in. First thing the guy says to me, he says, are you on any medication right now? Any drugs? Any alcohol? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That was the foreman of a key question, which the Army eventually got hip to. If you told them yes, they keep you for 3 days. Then they run you through the system again after you lived in the Army barracks for 3 days. Through a little jail. And they had you, pretty much. Ron Ashley from the Stooges had to stay there for 3 days. way his worked out, but he got out of it, obviously. And then so the psychiatrist asked me, okay, we'll make this quick. He says, do you believe in God? I said, fuck no. What about your social orientation? Are you like boys, girls, or boys? I says, I like them both. He says, you gotta go to one of these orgies, man. They're great pot, great girls. Have you ever done it with 3 or 4 girls before at a time? This guy snaps his pencil. He got a pencil, he snapped it. Pencil snapped. And then he wrote something down for the 2 guys came and grabbed me, shuffled me past the guys that were laughing at me. And I went, see ya. See ya. Went home to our house in Ann Arbor, took a shower, got all cleaned up, put on some fresh clothes, put on some music, and just laughed.
That's awesome.
There's a good part.